steps. I look earlier, I was at 8,500, but I wanted to come on today just to um, offer some tips, to moms out there. My daughter or my kiddo has asthma, right? And last week she was at dance class. I didn't even know that when I was in class or like clearing her throat. I'm like, girl, go take your treatment and get your allergy medicine, right? Thinking it was like her seasonal allergies. So then when we got back home from Virginia, the coughing started. So then she started her albuterol treatments and her nebulizer, all the things. But then I noticed she could not shake the cough. So woke up one Saturday, we had to go get a refill for our prescription. Before we got it, I was like, okay, let's just go to the urgent care, right? When in doubt, go to urgent care. Went there. The doctor didn't even like listen to her lungs. She immediately wanted an X-ray. Okay, no problem. She mentioned like walking pneumonia has been going around, and based on Kristen's coughing and congestion, she wanted to do an X-ray. I'm like, okay. X-ray came back. There was fluid in her left lung. So I was like, okay, great. Well, now we know what to do. Right, so in the past, she's taken Pulmicort, right, which is a steroid. She's taken albuterol, prednisone, just to control her asthma. So all those things was ordered, but the doctor also ordered Z-Pak, which is like an antibiotic, I think, for the, bacterial virus she thought she was having. So I said, well, does it come in a liquid? She was like, no, they're really small tabs. I'm like, okay, because Kristen takes liquid. Liquid can cost a lot more. And if you know about that, give me a one in the chat, because liquids cost more than tabs. Okay. So, I don't like starting new medication at night. Let me walk and talk. So, I don't like starting medication at night simply because it's new. If there's any side effects, I want it to be in the morning, or we can go to the doctor if we need to, right? So we bought a pill. What do you call it? A pill, not cutter, but it like smushes it. Don't know. So we got that. It was went ahead and I used that to smush the pill. She took it in applesauce because they wanted you to have it with food, right? Then she was like, oh, my stomach hurts. I was like, oh, okay, well, this is the next day, Sunday. Go back to the urgent care because it's happening for several hours, and looking on the medication pack, it tells you like these are the possible side effects. So I was like, oh my gosh, stomach pain, abdominal pain. So we went back to the urgent care, but a different one, not the same one. And the doctor was like, well, based on my observation, I think the doctor gave you too much based on her weight. So give me a 2 in the chat if you ever had a doctor prescribe too much medication based on having connection. We have to make sure that we are holding the doctors accountable, right? I'm going to write a letter tonight to let her know that she gave the wrong amount of medication to my daughter, and she should really be more mindful and like slow down, because that could have been really bad. So that's my tip today, guys. Health and wellness journey. Hold the doctors accountable. Do our own research. Make sure that they are giving our children, our loved ones, the proper amount of medication. All right. That's it tonight. I got my tea right here, and I'm out. Going to hit my 10,000